Kong Xiaosu is a junior apprentice in a sect of treasure hunters. One day, he wanders into a small village where strange and eerie events have long been taking place. The villagers regularly sacrifice young girls, sending them as brides to the demonic weasel living in the mountains. Determined to find out what's going on, Xiaosu begins his own investigation, especially since his own parents were also killed by a demon weasel. Almost every review of a new Chinese internet movie has to stipulate that the online movie industry in this country is now in crisis. There are plenty of reasons for it: overproduction, which led to a loss of interest among viewers, and the policy of online platforms, which since some time began to let in their catalogs low-budget projects. But most importantly, the industry has a shortage of fresh ideas, leading to the fact that almost every new movie causes a persistent sense of déjà vu. It seems that we have seen it all before and more than once. Treasure Hunter is the first movie based on the novels of the book series by Chinese writer Xie Huawei, who writes under the pseudonym Uncle Yu. As usual, the rights holders have grandiose plans that include 5 feature films and 2 web series based on his books, but there's a good chance none of that will happen. Shooting of this movie took place back in 2021, but apparently the project sputtered in post-production, because it took as long as 3 years to finish, and the resulting movie is not a single story, but a patchwork of its scraps, somehow stitched together by a narrator, a technique often used when you need to leave out uninteresting moments and somehow fill plot holes. We can't say that Treasure Hunter is a bad movie, although it's hard to turn a blind eye to the plot roughnesses in some places, especially when you know that the script, according to Xie Huawei, was rewritten as many as 7 times, and he changed 12 screenwriters in total. It's just in this movie there is almost nothing that could catch the eye of the sophisticated viewer, familiar with this genre of adventure folk action. Everything here is very traditional and familiar. The protagonist once again takes a case of the seemingly strange paranormal events, and once again it turns out that behind it all are people who exploit superstitions. Director Li Li-Ming is an entertainment film professional, and he has assembled a good cast of young actors and a couple of honored veterans, while the producers include famed Hong Kong director, writer, and producer Wang Jing, not for the first time trying to conquer mainland online cinema. Despite the obvious budgetary constraints, especially evident in the computer graphics, the movie looks quite stylish. But the whole enterprise seems doomed from the very beginning, because this movie is hard to describe without using the phrase one of, and that's not a good thing. If you can't explain to the viewer what makes your movie unique, there's little chance of it staying in his memory.